really, yeah. Get whistling.
Both for a pizza. Why not pick a little bit that happens for each instrument at different times through the piece, split the school into 5 groups, and they stand up and wave a flag when their bit's being played.
I like it. You have to find something very, as far as you have to find something very distinctive.
Yeah. Flags, yeah. Imaginary flags. Yeah. Children have very good imaginations. I take pride in that. I think that would almost work, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, maybe, yeah.
That would it. I mean, for us, it's the.
They're not necessarily going to be able to pick, unless it's a really prominent, unless it's a piece where we've all got a sort of a solo line at different times. That would work. Something like that. Quite a lot of the time, it's just sort of. I was thinking, if you wanted where we sort of show how it all layers up. G-string is bigger because everyone's got a sort of distinctive. It's not in this pad. I think it's blue. Is it the blue pad?
All right. We'll take blue this afternoon.
If you each play your own part, you've each got a sort of distinctive line.
Okay.
You can play that bit.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Corgi next.
Corgi. This might be a good one for your idea, even though it's all sort of two tunes laid on top of one another. You can do the same idea, just split them into two, and say when you hear this tune, stand up. When you hear the other tune, stand up.
Yes.
That would work, wouldn't it? It wouldn't necessarily be tied to instruments, but they'd probably be able to hear the two tunes. Which one are we doing then? 2 or 3? Why don't we do 3 and 4? Just so time 4.
Yeah, 3 and 4. This is 1:15. This one, so I reckon I'll read that right. 3 minutes for the last one.
This one is 1:15.
Yeah.
You know this one.
Yeah.
Right.
So speed. I did too fast. 2, 3, 4. Did I get a quaver out?
Mr. Beats.
It's my fault. So, number 4.
So I'll just
Tick, tick, tock. Time stops. Not for you, nor for me. A minute, an hour, a day, a week, a month, a year, a millennium flies past. Fly, 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 so fast. Futures are made. Ideas are born. Decisions are weighed, lines are drawn, dues are paid, paths are worn, and why? All for a better tomorrow, and all in the blink of an eye. But this is our time, and we're not shaken. Our courage and ambition was 25 years in the making. Fired up with hope and purpose and drive, we're ready, and we're waiting for the next 25.
Good, it's on. Everybody hear me? No? Okay, I'll shout. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of Anglia Ruskin University, welcome to the Cambridge Corn Exchange for this afternoon's ceremony. It is one of 26 taking place in Chelmsford, Cambridge and Peterborough during October. Everything is on schedule, I think, to start at 3 o'clock. So my role is just to explain to you all what happens in the ceremony and what will be expected of you. Firstly, some housekeeping, the usual thing to say. Can we please make sure that your mobile phones are turned off or switched to silent so that we don't disturb anyone else? To our guests, a very warm welcome. Please feel free to take photographs as much as you want. But just please bear also in mind that there may be people behind you, so try not to obstruct their view. And finally, we are guests of the Corn Exchange, so in the unlikely event of some sort of emergency, we're all in the same boat. We'll follow the instructions of the Corn Exchange staff and leave by one of the exits that you came in by. The ceremony will begin at 3 o'clock, and it will be signalled by the processional music played by our musicians over there. And at that point, I will ask you all to stand when the music starts. The academic party will make their way through the Corn Exchange up onto the stage, and the Master of Ceremonies will declare the ceremony open. The Pro-Vice Chancellor will address you, and then we'll start to receive our graduands. Graduands, you'll be collected from your seats row by row at the foot of the stage, and then when your name is called, we ask you to walk across. Now, what some do, for some unknown reason, is two things. They don't smile, so you have to smile, and we'll be practicing that shortly. And that the Pro-Vice Chancellor will be stood here, he'll congratulate you, he'll shake your hand, so just pause a second. You don't have to wait for very long, but some just walk straight across, so just give it a bit of time. But most importantly, there's a sticker here that says smile. You are on camera, it will be there forevermore if you look miserable, so don't look miserable. Once the Pro-Vice Chancellor is congratulated, if you'd leave the stairs that side, and please be careful with these. You've got the handrail going down. If you catch it on there, you'll leave the stage somewhat quicker than you came up on the stage, so please try and avoid it. I'll be at the bottom, but it's not to catch you, so just be careful. Okay, once everyone's been across the stage, there'll be a vote of thanks from one of the students here today, and then the processional music will start again, and we'll ask you all to be upstanding at that point, and the academic party will leave the hall. At that point, everyone will go. And now we ask when we get outside, I mean, a lot of you have come in that way, but you can see how busy it is outside. So we ask the new graduates to go round to the left, to the other side of Guildhall, and the guests to go round to the right, as I'm looking at it, and to meet up in the square, the other side, just to keep us off the road as much as possible and to avoid any congestion. So I hope everything's clear. You'll be brought up here, poles down the other side, and that's as much as you've got to do. Quick reminder about mobile phones. The graduates, you'll be able to collect your certificate in the main reception of the Lord Ashcroft International Business School on the main campus. And that's where the official reception takes place, in the marquee in the square. And please do go along for the celebration drink, and as it said in one of the earlier slides, that you get to keep the float anyway, so the flute, shall I say. So please take your souvenir brochure with you, and finally do remember these are ceremonies and they're celebrations. So far everyone's been a bit quiet, so I expect lots of cheering, lots of clapping, lots of noise, so let's make it a joyous occasion. My personal congratulations to you all. It's a long road for all of you, so I hope you enjoy the ceremony and have a wonderful afternoon. So before I say goodbye, we're now going to practice the smiling. Trust me, the number who walk across this stage and don't smile. So let's do a bit of practicing. We have a photographer who's going to take a picture of you all. Thank you very much.
Be seated. As Academic Registrar, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the Cambridge Corn Exchange for today's Anglia Ruskin graduation ceremony, where we will celebrate the success of the class of 2017. The tradition of graduation ceremonies dates back to the 15th century, and it is a tradition that has evolved since. Roughly translated, graduation means taking a step, and graduation symbolises the move of the former student, now called a graduand, into a new role in society as a graduate, where they will use the skills and talents developed during their studies to contribute to the future advancement of society. Each graduand will cross the stage and shake hands with the Deputy Vice-Chancellor to signal their transition to this new role, and we will all applaud them for their success so far and in anticipation of their contribution to society in the future. At the end of the ceremony, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor will formally admit all the new graduates to the community of scholars, and as new members of that community, as the academic procession leaves the stage, the new graduates will join that procession, and that will bring the ceremony to a close. During the ceremony, those receiving higher research degree awards will have their hoods placed upon them by the Vice-Chancellor in order to signal that they have reached the very highest levels of academic achievement. So it's now time for us to begin our formal proceedings. I hereby declare the ceremony to be in session, and I call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roderick Watkins, to address you all. Deputy Vice-Chancellor.
Graduands, family and friends, colleagues, as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, it is my very great pleasure to join you today at your graduation ceremony. Firstly, to all of those graduating today, my congratulations on reaching this milestone and graduating from your chosen course. Today is a day of great celebration. It is an opportunity for each of you to take stock, reflect, celebrate your achievements to date, but also to look forward to the exciting careers that stretch out in front of you. And whatever career you enter, you are the future. You now have the opportunity and the responsibility to embrace and promote change, to implement new ideas and new ways of working. And we will have succeeded in our task if we have helped you to develop the skills and confidence to influence and lead that change and to make a real difference to your professions and to your communities. 2017 marks Anglia Ruskin's 25th birthday as a university, having been awarded university status in 1992. And that recognition was an important milestone in a history that started way back in 1858 with John Ruskin's inaugural address at the Cambridge School of Art. And in all that time, our institution has been dedicated to harnessing the personally and socially transformative power of education and to widening participation to include as broad and diverse a student body as possible. During the past quarter of a century, more than 140,000 people have achieved a higher education qualification from Anglia Ruskin, studying courses ranging from architecture to zoology. We are also proudly a regional university committed to serving our region and helping maximize the economic, cultural, and social well-being of the communities we serve. And we can only do this in partnership with a large range of organisations right across the east of England in the public, private and charitable sectors. And growing and deepening these links is a priority for us over the coming years.
As well as being our 25th anniversary, 2017 has been a very successful year for Anglia Ruskin. We were delighted last month to have maintained our position in the top 350 universities in the world, according to the Times Higher World University Rankings, where we are for the second year in a row the highest ranked of all of the UK's post-1992 universities. We won the Duke of York Award for University Entrepreneurship at the Lloyds Bank National Business Awards, and we were ranked by The Economist as one of the UK's top 50 universities for securing a positive financial return for our students. Last month, we received confirmation from the General Medical Council that we have successfully passed the final hurdle in our journey to establish a School of Medicine at our Chelmsford campus. And just last week, we were given the keys to our fabulous new £45 million science centre in the Cambridge campus. Our academics continue to undertake and publish cutting-edge research into real-world problems of regional, national, and international importance. Highlights of the past year include internationally significant work in areas such as the global burden of eye disease, improving the resilience of buildings in earthquake zones, and the use of music therapy in supporting young people with autism. But above all, we are proud of the achievements of our students. This summer, for example, Molly Smith was named Student Paramedic of the Year by the College of Paramedics, while Beatrice Saijo won the V&A Student Illustrator of the Year award. And fellow students on our MA in Children's Book Illustration came first, second, and third in the prestigious Macmillan Prize for Illustration. As a university, then, we define our success by the positive impact we have on the lives of our students and the communities we serve. For us to succeed, we will need your support as our newest alumni. So please spread the word about your university. Help us to build new partnerships with your networks and your professions. And above all, please stay in touch. Before I close, I would like to pay special tribute to your families and friends who have provided you with their constant support throughout your education. You and we owe them our sincere gratitude, so thank you. I would also like to acknowledge and thank my colleagues from across the university for their tireless commitment and professionalism and their enormous contribution to every aspect of your experience. So, once again, my warm congratulations to you all. I do hope you have a fantastic day. I wish you well wherever your Anglia Ruskin University degree takes you. And please do stay in touch. Our success and your success are now inextricably linked. And Anglia Ruskin University would not be where it is today without you. Thank you.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, thank you. We now come to the formal presentation to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor of those receiving awards today. And I call upon Acting Dean of Faculty, Dr. Peter Crabtree, to come to the podium to present to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Science and Technology. Dr. Crabtree.
Vice-Chancellor, it is my pleasure to present to you graduates from the Faculty of Science and Technology. For the award of Bachelor of Science Technology, Charlotte Claire Wardell. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Technology, Thomas Barry. Roisin Emmanuel Thripp. Benjamin Fagan. Umar Khalid. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours Audio and Music Technology, Maurice Barrett. Simon Ridian Bell. Alexander St Clair Bishenden Moon. Lawrence James Bonning Schmidt. Mason Elliot Button. Vishal Showan. Connell Durr. David Fryer. Ilya Gubkin. Benjamin Alexandros Gullit. Also receiving the Sharps Redmore Prize, David Haynes. Also receiving the James Gudgeon Foundation Prize, Patrick Michael Haynes. Nick Heydrich. Jodie Hill. Also receiving the James Richer Sounds Prize, Finlay Hudson. Daniel Hunter. Felix Knott. Michael Oguntimai. Daniel O'Leary. Jago O'Sullivan. Sam Pritchard. Adam Rose. Daniel Ruby. Chris Skubeck. Benjaporn Katie Smith. Alfie Watson. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Computer Science, Robert Barczyk. Adam Peter Cole. Sabina Georgina Charlotte Cole. Ashia Dahir. Dipash Dharnawantri. Bradley Dumont. Edvinus Grigathis. Juriez Love. Masonda Lukundi Lukambi. Also receiving the Sam Beatson Memorial Award, Milan Maximilian Mihaldech.
Thank you.
Kyle Edison Neely. Tom Pitts. Aisha Shams. Mohammed Yashin Shamtali. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours Computer Science, Suleiman Abdullah Al-Muthri. Abdulaziz Abdullah Al-Shari. Kurtdafe Austin Yembra. David Anthony Barker. Christian Bedward. Laszlo Borbyro. Sarah Brignall. Ashley Brown. Tommy Clark. Christopher Crabb. Mark Jason Della Cruz. Liam Double. Eric John Famanas. Arslan Ghazi. Daniel Gilby. Katie Hoggett. Max Hughes. Kegbo Kokim Misang Ibok. Wazim Kara. Linda Samson Kifas. Christopher Peter Kimaria. Daniel Lewis. Gerald Mangenga. Henry Mygo. Francesco Morelli. Liam Parker. Marley Porter. Jose Paul Francois Kenyard. David Smith. Ashley Jackson Turner. Valad Orsan. Eustace Vikas. Zor Lee. The award of Master of Science, Computer Science, Hashar Ravan. Onyebuki Ifatu I Emika. Patricia Elena Ortega Lambele. Ben Oliver Walker. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Computer Gaming Technology, Robert William Bailey. Also receiving the Computer Gaming Technology Course Best Student Prize, Henry Barton. Oliver James Bell. Farron Brown. Also receiving the Computer Gaming Technology Course Achievement Prize, Katerina Tamara Chance. Glenn Clark. Nicholas James Colby. Christopher Dean. Jacob Dickens. Luke Drew McKay. Maria Dimitriou. Edward Fletcher. Connor Gamble. Alexander Groom. John Michael Hall. Melissa Hayward. Jack Johnson. James McAdams. Jamie Mortlock. Luke William Nichols. Joseph Phillips. Daniel Reed. Thomas James Robinson. Alexander James Sotell. George Stark. Christopher Tedesco Pearson. For the award of Postgraduate Certificate Networking, Stephen Michael Duncan. For the award of Master of Science, Information and Communication Technology, Adiwale Mikhail Fuja. Jake Groves. Remy Hargreaves. Giorgio Oosteroff. Well done. Nick Townsend. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Electronics, also receiving the Electronics Course Achievement Prize, James Drake. Also receiving the Electronics Course Best Student and Final Year Project Prize and Institute of Engineering Technology Award, James Andrew Duff. Toby Grabham. Frank Ifani Mordi. Aaron James Rogers. Daniel Sadler. Michael Joseph Steele. For the award of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Electronic Engineering, Abdul Salam Abdul Rahman Abbai Sari. Fahad Salim Harbi. Albara Al-Mohana. Mansour Ali Al-Safran. Amelia Barker. Muiz Ul-Haq. Joe Payne. For the award of Master of Science, Electronic and Electrical Engineering, Azivdu Nicolo Bernardo Antonio. Lewis Akwunda Ikwundi. Athanasius Kanelopoulos. Hossam Mohammed Kana. Also receiving the Best Computing and Technology Postgraduate Student Prize, Francis Woods. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that partially completes the list of graduands for me to present to you today.
Dr. Crabtree, thank you. We have many distinguished academic staff at Anglia Ruskin University, and I should now like to ask one of them, Professor Christopher Paris, to come to the podium to offer a few words of reflection. Professor Paris.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Well, good afternoon, graduates, friends, mums and dads, family, and distinguished guests, and welcome on behalf of myself and my department to our graduation ceremony. My name is Chris Paris, and actually I'm a recent arrival at Anglia Ruskin University about 6 months ago, where I'm the head of Department of Biomedical and Forensic Science. And actually it's been a wonderful move to come to Anglia Ruskin University because it's such a forward-thinking university with wonderful students. So on behalf of the department, the Faculty of Science and Technology, and our university, many congratulations to all of our graduates on your really fantastic achievements, which is culminating today in your graduation. If I have one regret, is that because I've only turned up in the last few months, I never really got to know many of the students graduating here today, but hopefully there'll be time to share a few stories at the end of our ceremony today. So today we celebrate the completion of your degree and the end of a really important part of your life. Over the last 3 or 4 years, you've worked really hard, learnt many new skills, acquired lots of new knowledge, and hopefully made many new friends that will last you for the rest of your life. I was thinking about what to say to you last night when I was sitting down watching TV, actually, and I couldn't get into what was on TV. So I thought I'd better start thinking about what I wanted to say. And then I started reflecting on when I graduated, which was several decades ago, unfortunately. But notwithstanding, I started to think, what was I worried about? And there was a certain amount of uncertainty, because I thought, well, I'm finishing university, what's going to happen? And the things that were on my mind, and maybe they're on your mind too, is would I get a job? The answer is yes, I did. I actually got employed. Would I have a career? Well, that turned out all right as well. Would I stay in contact with my friends that I'd made while I was at university? And that's an important one. And I put some effort into that, and I did stay in contact with a few of them. They stuck with me for the rest of my life. But then I thought, well, I'm not being really honest with myself, and what was really on my mind at the time was the beautiful blonde, blue-eyed pharmacy graduate that I've been dating for the last 3 years, and who earlier a couple of months previously said she would marry me, would she actually follow through, and did I marry her? Well, that's a story that does have an ending, and perhaps if you can keep a secret towards the end of the speech, I'll tell you how that one turned out. Okay. So graduation, if you're feeling a bit uncertain, that's okay. It's okay, this is the end of a really important phase of your life, but the beginning of a much more important one. And actually, I lived for many years in America, and if you go to a graduation ceremony in America, it has a different name. It's called commencement. And I think that's quite a nice way of looking at what's happening here today. You are commencing the rest of your life as an Anglia Ruskin graduate. It celebrates the beginning of something really important rather than what has happened in the past. So what is important for a successful commencement, and how can you make the most of this experience? So if I may, I've got 3 or 4, maybe 5 points that might be useful for your commencement, for your graduation. Some of these things you can do within a day and actually might be beneficial to you. Others might take a lot longer. So we've heard earlier from our Deputy Vice-Chancellor how going through university is not just about you, it's about your friends, your family, and it's about all the support that you receive from them. Mums, dads, brothers and sisters, husbands and wives, boyfriends and girlfriends. They've all been an instrumental part of your life and your journey through your undergraduate career. So by the end of the day, make sure that you say thank you to them. Show them how much you appreciate all of the help that they've given you over the last few years. And you never know, Mum and Dad might be feeling quite generous today because of your success. And if I can give you any advice, don't accept anything less than a few £100, okay? So that's point one. Make sure you negotiate quite well with them, okay, at the end of the day. Number two, it's all about learning and knowledge. You really have scratched the surface of your subject areas. Never stop learning. Seize every opportunity to further and develop your knowledge. What you've learned at university these last few years is the beginning. The more you learn, the more the world seems to make sense to you, the more that disconnected things seem to come together. So seize every opportunity to build on your skill set. Number three, how should you use this knowledge? Well, certainly to improve your career, to be successful. But knowledge really doesn't count for much if you don't use it well. And perhaps one of the best ways in which you can use your knowledge is to help other people, to improve the lives of other individuals. And maybe in a few decades' time, when you're reflecting and looking back at your life, if you can say that I helped one individual achieve something that they wouldn't have been able to achieve without your direct help, I can think of no more honourable and better use of what you've learned throughout your life. So do use your knowledge to help other people if you can. Hopefully you're all going to be really successful. So seek out success wherever it comes, but don't let others define what shape or form that success should be. Set your own standards for that, okay? Set your own goals, trust in your own judgment, work hard and honestly throughout your life, and you really won't go that far wrong. And remember that Anglia Ruskin graduates are amongst the most employable in the country, and 9 out of 10 of you will be in good employment or further education within 6 months of graduation. So you've got all the skills and knowledge that you need to have a successful life. Coming back to family, remember the importance of family throughout the rest of your life. And going forward, you will always be a part of the Anglia Ruskin family. We belong to you and you belong to us, and hopefully we can help you throughout your career. Those references that you will need to apply for those jobs, we are always here for you. We'll always leave the light on, as it were. And hopefully many of you will go on to be very successful. Perhaps some of you will become millionaires, businessmen and women. We'd particularly like you to visit us and remember that you're a part of our family as we go forward, and remember your old lecturers who are working hard educating the next generation of students coming up behind you. So finally, have a great day. Enjoy wearing your graduation gowns. You certainly deserve it. You're a credit to yourself, your family, and your university. So anyhow, before I finish, I'd like to come back to the blonde, blue-eyed pharmacist. Did she marry me? Actually, no. Unfortunately, she left me for a bloke from Bolton 6 weeks after graduation, and I thought, well, from Bolton, there's really no excuse for that. But notwithstanding, what did happen was a raven black-haired, beautiful young woman from Chennai in southern India by the name of Lizzie did marry me, and 30 years later, and 2 children and a granddaughter, we're still doing okay. So the moral of the story is beware of pharmacists bearing gifts, and things always turn out well in the end. So work hard, work decently and honestly, and you will have no problems in the future. Thank you very much for allowing me to talk to you today.
Thank you, Professor Paris. If I'd known, I'd arranged for her to be here today, but I didn't. Sorry. We now continue with the presentation of those receiving awards today, so I once again call upon Acting Dean of Faculty, Dr. Peter Crabtree, to return to the podium to present to the Deputy Vice-Chancellor graduates from the Faculty of Science and Technology. Dr. Crabtree.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, it's my pleasure to continue the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Science and Technology for the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Life Sciences, Thelma Yanga. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Biomedical Science, Afnan Mohammed Abdul Tawab. Jibek Emiwe Abaoliwa. Toby Adiko. Alonade Adenike Johnson. Also receiving the Biomedical Science Student for Outstanding Achievement Prize, Daniel Akinte Yuri. Asbizola Ruth Ale. Sultana Tamin Ali. Seousei Ebi Allen. Mercy Are. Amos Asari Thompson. Kelly Austin. Aida Bala. Romy Binatati. Tamuka Reginald Chora. Mukil Deepti. Jennifer Nabeem Christopher. Carly Ann Clark. Jack Cowley. Kirsty Cutler. Sam Cutting. Sandeep Debnath. Rachel Helen Christine Dennis. Loreen Jenga. Hannah Dumbunya. Tasmin Dyer. Julia Federici. Sanali Formika. David Wilfred Glasspool. Maxim Gogolev. Jasmine Hood. Majid Hussain. Christy Abola Aslezami. Adina Isabella Tutt. Albie Richard James. Ramotolai Jampeji. Cindy Kittingay. Madhurya Krishna Kumar. Anna Victoria Kuczynski. Ian Cheyang Lungi. Polena Lizankova. Swena Alexandria Lucigado. Anisha Yasmin Malik. Ashley Marks. Geneva Mayuga. Callum Richard McGraffin. Desmond Munganya. You know? Hina Naeem. Mapanji Nawila. Omar Naveed. Mahad Aden Nur. Chamaka Emmanuel Ogabuji. Danica Anne Ogleon. Miranda Oliver. Chineya Millicent Ozanowi. Akansha Pathaka. Nathaniel Joshua Peredo. Jamie Plackett. Nithveta Nadarish Krishnan. Nafi Ronak. Michelle Simon. Ebi Geneve Thompson. Francis Sousa. Jonathan Vell. Prashanthana Vijayanyan. Aisha Shamila Wamala. Chloe Shannon Christina Westrip. Also receiving the Biomedical Science Programme Prize, Darren Wilson. Victoria Winfield. Abigail Elizabeth Zabela Pazimo. For the award of Master of Science, Biomedical Science, Jennifer Joan Allen. Emma Brooker. Ashaben Kayakadir. Agatha Agnieszka McIver. Oluo Chukwumu Martin Ozyubor. Magdalena Reynolds. Catherine Grace Yendall. The award of Master of Science Biotechnology, Calagero Casar. Bahram Ferozi. Liliane Flora Ungo Baiki. Ada Louisa Soto Chavaria. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Crime and Investigative Studies, Sonia Akapuma. Stacey Barbett. Helena Bolton. Levon George Bubb. Madeline Alice Cheek. Gemma Dula. Emily Rose Edgell. Sean Feline. Martina Formica. Also receiving the Police and Crime Commissioner's Prize, Demi Franklin. Victoria Gilchrist. Craig Darren Griffiths. Catherine Hanley. Zachary Jonathan Hazelton. Natasha Head. Lydia Healy. Samantha Hollis. Adrian Oliver Jones. Torrey Kicks. Also receiving the Forensic Science and Crime and Investigative Studies Award, Amy King. Tanika McCook. Sarah Louise Morgan. Sarah Nanaya Okara Afia. Greg Riches. Matthew Scott. Raquel Segovia Almirion. Katie Marie Stambridge. Rhian Kimberly Thomas. Sarah Weir. Callie Wells. Lauren Emmeline Wyatt Grange. For the award of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Forensic Science, Ilham Abdai. Elizabeth Ahmedou. Annette Anderson. Gemma Louise Bancroft. Charlotte Bedford. Megan Brace. Gizem Kalak. Gabriella Crane. Reese Day. Jade Deal. Chloe Dormer. Delara Dunman. Jake Dunford. Jordan Ely. Elena Facey. Kathy Fenton. Danielle Fry. Vio Guija. Catherine Ann Huggins. Rhiann Jones. Also receiving the Royal Society of Chemistry Award, Rhiann Jane Jones. Thomas George Jones. Debbie Cayanti. Naomi Keegan. Sula Kostoros. Also receiving the Forensic Science and Crime and Investigative Studies Award, Samantha Marshall. Ellen May Newbury. Maramwa Abiodun Olagunju. Dhruvi Pasha Shah. George Phillips. Lashika Premkumar. Bagol Sevin Laker. Gregory Shilov. Michelle Storr. Also receiving the Chartered Society of Forensic Sciences Award, Alexander White. For the award of Master of Science, Forensic Science, Matthew Battelle. Valentina Brenzi. Susan Jean Hart. Receiving the Bachelor of Engineering with Honours, Electronic, Jai Lai. Receiving the Bachelor of Honours, Electronics, Yanji Yang. Receiving the Bachelor of Science, Technology, Jessie Otu. Vice-Chancellor, it's my pleasure to present those who've been awarded higher research degrees. With a thesis entitled, for the award of Doctor of Philosophy, with a thesis entitled The Detection of Non-Steroidal Anti-Inflammatory Drugs in Cutaneous Matrices, Alex Kendall Garth Greaves. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, that completes the list of graduates whom we present to you today.
Dr. Crabtree, thank you, and well done, everybody. We are now nearing the end of the ceremony, but first I should like to ask Darren Wilson, one of our wonderful new graduates, to come to the podium and to propose a vote of thanks on behalf of all of those receiving awards today. Darren.
One I made earlier, so Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, and fellow graduates. It is my honour to stand before you today and to offer the vote of thanks and to all of you that have made our journey a success, from myself and on behalf of all the students today. Firstly, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the teaching staff, all of whom have made our degrees possible and supported us along the way. Your collective knowledge and enthusiasm has not only taught us, but has inspired us to push ourselves further than we thought possible when we first started. You have all, in your own ways, offered up sincere wisdom, taught us how to think logically, and throw a curveball or two, all while bringing guidance, empathy, and joy to our courses, for which we are deeply thankful. I would also like to extend thanks to the unsung heroes who are integral to the running of Anglia Ruskin, all the staff involved with the library, cleaning, running the cafe, administration, the invigilators. The list really is quite endless. However, without your hard work and contributions, our experience here would not have been as good and supportive as it has been. To our guests and family, friends, we offer our most heartfelt thanks. The love and support that you have all provided, and even the occasional financial bailout, has been beyond appreciated. Putting up with us during the difficult, stress-filled times while close to deadlines and exams, your patience and support are really, truly inspiring. Today, we are very proud and grateful to be able to share our success with all of you. And lastly, fellow graduates, congratulations on achieving your degree. What a roller coaster of a journey it has been, and one which I am happy and grateful to have shared with you all. We've overcome so many problems, learning impossibly large volumes of information, countless hours in the library, and the seemingly unending coursework. But let us not forget the fun and the camaraderie we have all shared, which I'm sure we will all treasure for years to come. So, we have all succeeded, and today is our day, and I hope that you all enjoy it. I am sad to be leaving Anglia Ruskin, but I'm excited by what all our prospective futures hold, and I sincerely hope that you all go on to achieve your dreams. Anglia Ruskin has given us the gift of education, the ability to think and to work, and in a world where uncertainty is rife, I implore you to continue to push yourselves and to make everything a bit of a better place. So, go enjoy your champagne, and thank you.
Darren, thank you and well done. I would now like to call for one final time on the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Roderick Watkins, to address the new graduates. Deputy Vice-Chancellor.
So now, please, will all those who have been presented to me today here on the stage, please stand. As Deputy Vice-Chancellor of Anglia Ruskin University, I hereby admit you to the degrees, diplomas and awards for which you have been presented to me today. As a member now of the community of scholars, take all that you have learned into society and uphold the values of freedom of thought and scholarship. Our warmest congratulations to you all.
Many congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the ceremony, and I hereby declare proceedings closed. Can I now ask everybody to stand for the academic procession?